So I made this mission to show off my carrier startup procedure. We're going to be sinking a cargo container ship laden with illegal Bitcoin. So we close the canopy because it's raining outside. Battery on, ejection seat armed, OBOGs on, do not forget that. Turn on the APU, we're waiting for the green light. I'm going to go ahead and uncage the backup attitude indicator. Wait for that green light to come up, there it is. Crank engine right. Set jettison selector and flaps. I turn on the EWR for a nice audio tone when the power is up, and turn on flares dispenser. Turn on all my MFDs. And now I add power. Set my bingo fuel to 3,000 pounds. And we have power. Engine crank left. Let that spool up. We're going to go ahead and turn on radar standby.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Turn the HUD on. Turn the HMD on. FCS reset and rudder trim, and we add fuel. Left engine seems to be coming up just fine. Set the INS selector to carrier. Select stored heading. Go to the FCS bit page.
Mexico
Hold
1-1,
the switch.
passing waypoint 1
Press the
at
button.
15,000. Mexico 1-1, on station at bullseye 303 for 70 at 15,000.
I have harpoons today, so I'm going to go ahead and set some harpoon settings. We're going to do a bearing on launch for both harpoons. Terminal phase is going to be a skim profile. Cruise phase is going to be mid-altitude for no reason, really. You would normally select a low altitude so that they would not get shot down, but we're just sinking a Bitcoin carrier. Checking that my settings are correct on the harpoons, boxing HPTP and realizing I don't need it. I might go ahead and set my radar altimeter to 500 feet. It helps with landing on a carrier to maintain the proper altitude. I do not like the map, so I'm going to disable the map. Makes it very hard to read your HSI. Sequence those waypoints so that I can use them. And pull up the FCS page to monitor everything and see that it's working. We're going to turn on all of our UFC items. Set the TACAN to 73 X-ray so I can find the carrier. Data link on twice. I like radar altimeter to be on. It shows you barometric altitude when out of range, and radar altimeter, or radar altitude when in range. Looks like our INS is aligned, so we set that to IFA. Just the last few checks to make sure everything's good to go. Turn on the mirrors.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy.
wheel chocks are now removed.
And it looks like we're good to roll. Normally there would be hordes of people directing the aircraft around the deck to be safe, but we don't have those people. They've taken the day off. It's raining outside after all. You can see the guy in the yellow jacket's going to tell me what to do. He says, spread the wings. So we pull up behind the JBD, come to a stop, spread the wings and make sure they're coming out. Looks like they're both coming down. Take a quick look. Right there, I was checking to make sure anti-skid was turned off for when I returned to the carrier. So the director is waving me forward. We're going to try and line up pretty well. Director says stop. Everybody gets into position. This guy in the green jacket, he's extremely strong. We're going to see that here in just a minute. Director says to lower the launch bar. You can see that green jacket guy pulled me over into position. And the director says to slide forward into the shuttle. You can feel the bump there. Add a little more power up over the top, and we're in. Director says to raise the launch bar, and now we're in tension. The other guy says it's good to run up. I get ready to salute, do a quick wipeout, looking at that FCS panel on the right. Looking at my surfaces moving there. Make sure my trim is set properly. Now we go into afterburner and salute. Get ready for launch. Everybody takes position, face forward. Good shot. At this point, I nose up, gear up, do a left-hand 20-degree clearing turn. I should be climbing to 1,000 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and set my waypoint. And here we are on approach to the target. Harpoons away. Set the waypoint. Put it on autopilot. Here we are doing a lazy carrier approach. We're going to find out soon why on carrier landing you hit full throttle as soon as your wheels touch down. So for some reason my hook didn't grab, and then I realized I didn't drop the hook. We're gonna go around. You'll notice I did not set a BRC on my HSI. It's because I don't really like the BRC indicator. I find it easier to line up when I can just see the TACAN signal. So I memorized the BRC being 297 and the reciprocal is 119. You can just barely make out the tender in the shadows. Visibility is extremely low. I am not doing a case 3 recovery. I don't even know proper carrier procedure. And we're going to see why that sucks here in a moment. The F-LOL indicator on my left is telling me I'm a little high. we go. 3-wire. We're going to find out why you need to clear the deck immediately after touchdown. Raising my wings. Beginning my taxi. Something happened. What in the heck? Oh. And this is how baby hornets are made.